Hi, class. This is Dr. Barbara Gast. I welcome my Ottawa students to the online class on conflict resolution. I've taught this class several times over the past few years, and it's always been meaningful because we all experience conflict. Now, some of you say, well, the objective is not to avoid conflict, although I know some of you are trying to do that. But what we're going to do is, this is a personal journey. You're going to be selecting some kind of conflict that you want to manage better, and we're going to apply the tools that we're using in this class. Now, we know that there's different ways to respond. In essence, there's 5 different ways. We'll get into those as the class goes along, but you can choose to avoid or not do anything, but it doesn't really resolve it. We can also look at ways that there's not just a perfect way to do something. You will have to apply the appropriate tool at the right time, because sometimes you do want to be silent. You may want to avoid it. You're just pushing it back for a while, but that has its place. Where the situation's out of control, you want to diffuse it. So these techniques are used in all kinds of professions. And so we want to be able to look at what limited resources we have and see how do we use those to achieve our goals, rather than getting into the personal, I got to make points, I got to retaliate, I got to do different things. Our emotion can drive us in directions that can be destructive. And business is no different. In fact, we have borrowed from some of the psychology terms that's used in business today that tries to resolve some of these conflicts, especially retaliation and things of that sort. So it damages relationships. Now, for instance, you can respond to something that you no longer want to have a relationship, so you can blow the whole thing up. Most of us want to continue having a relationship, so you want to be cautious in saying, I have to drive to this point, drive it into the ground. But we want to use some logical reasoning as to where we want to go with this. So everyone that's taken this course has responded that was very meaningful to them, and each one will use it in various ways. But the paper itself, I want you to understand that it's been, most people respond, they've learned quite a bit from it. And I make no judgment. Let me just say this. Whatever you express, it is not my intent to change you so you're thinking like me. My intent here is to help you see some of the tools if you're getting stuck and saying, for instance, retaliation is quite common, saying, I'm going to get back to those people. It may not serve your cause in the long run in a business setting. So let's, in fact, we always say that alliances can, we're surprised by some of the alliances that people form. They may not like each other, but they realize in their interests, they will go forward in that manner. So we're looking for opportunities to manage conflict in positive ways. I welcome the opportunity to be your instructor. I thought it would be nice to just see a face with a name. There you go. If you need any assistance, please reach out. I'm more than happy to give you some direction. Thank you.